Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about this brand new quick release kit for my moto bags. If you're familiar with my channel, on my 2016 GSA I had aluminum panniers I used on-road, and then I had the moto bags for off-road experiences. Well, a month or so ago I ended up selling my 2016. I purchased this 2020. I left the aluminum panniers on the bike when I got rid of it, and I had my moto bags, and I decided I was going to run them full time. The fact that they were not removable didn't bother me. I don't ever take them off. So I didn't care that I didn't have a quick release option at the time, although these were on order. I ordered them as soon as they became available. So over the last month or so with the new bike and running the bags full time, I realized there is one or two times I'd like to remove them. And that's basically when I wash the bike or in heavy rain. When you fold the lid on a moto bag shut the way it is, if you're washing the bike and you get real wet, it traps water. So you got to open them up all the time and drain the water. It's not a huge ordeal, but I realized if I had a quick release kit, I could take them off, easier to wash the bike, put them back on and go. So this just got delivered. It's been on order for a couple months. I will get into what they cost and what it looks like they cost now on their website. I paid a little differently, I believe, because I pre-ordered them the minute they became available. I've seen their video with what I think I have to do to install them. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, but I don't know. I'm going to get this opened up, take a look, and we'll go from there. So stick around. So I want to show you how simple this is. If you haven't already seen the video that Lone Rider themselves put out, you watch that. It's far superior than what I'm going to show you, but this is pretty simple. So you get a whole new back plate. All right, so this is the back plate, and obviously that's going to go toward the motorcycle. It's preset for this to hook on the bottom rail and these to hook, so there's some adjustments if we got to make, and this is obviously the locking bar. So that's going to essentially attach to the motorcycle. And then you have this. This is going to go inside the bag and attach here. It has these holes, so the nuts slide in there. You put the bolt through the bag and tighten it up, so that's going to go on the inside. These down on the corners, just like that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 bolts, and I'll remove that plate and put this plate on the bag, and then it will attach. So it's, again, I watched their video that they put out a couple days ago, a week ago or whatever, and it seems really simple. I'm going to make sure that this fits mine, but I do have to remove my bags. So I've got to take a few minutes to remove these, and then I'll take these apart, and I will I'll video some of that. I'm not going to bore you with 20 minutes of taking nuts off and that stuff, but I'll show you what I do each step of the way, and I think it's pretty simple. So both of them are almost identical. This one just has a plate that offsets for the exhaust. All right, so let me start getting these apart and we'll go from there. Okay, so I removed the left side bag, and that's pretty straightforward. And that's how that plate attaches. So from the inside, those two bottom just sit right on there. Two top keep it from sliding back and forth, and then it locks on with this mechanism. So there's the keyhole, so they lock. Now literally on the inside of the bag, this one will go, and those at the bottom. So I think it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm gonna undo my bag and start removing that plate. All right, stick around. So the first dilemma here, the original mount, this is on the inside, and that gives it its support to attach to that. So this is the new one for this bag, and the holes don't match up. So So I insert the washers. I put this clear tape in here so I can put this inside the bag and thread them in and then pull the tape off. So that's a little hack, but the holes don't seem to be lining up. So I'm going to start it and understand and take a guess here for a minute. I'm not 100% sure. The bottom holes look like they line up fine. Top holes, I'm not sure. So let's figure this out. Okay, so everything was bolted up except for this hole, this one, and this one did not line up. So what I did was I took a 7/32 drill bit and I drilled the bag, and then everything matches up. And you still end up with this hole, this hole, this hole, and one of these in the corner with nothing in them. The little plastic bracket, there's nothing there to hold it, and there's no more bolts. So I kind of have some holes in the bag. I guess if I'm really concerned, I could put a little bit of RTV in those. I don't know. Not sure what that, maybe that's what that patch is for. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep going. Otherwise, it goes together very simple. They supplied a Torx bit with a little safety star, so those are gonna, I just snug those up real good, and I'm essentially done. Put my strap back on the top. So right off the bat, I'll tell you, it's going to be very clean. So when I remove a bag, that's what I'm gonna have. Nothing. The Moscow Moto ones that I had, they're quick release. You have that panel, and I always thought it looked funny riding around with that panel, so I never took them off. So this, you have nothing. So everything's 100% on this. So let me finish it up. I'll get it buttoned up, do the other side. The other side will obviously go much faster. I've had to sort this one out. And what I did was these brackets came off the inside of the other bag, inside of this bag, and I did not reuse them. So I kept the bolts and all that, and yeah. So, okay, I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna snug this up, get the other one done, and we'll keep going. So, big tip. I put a piece of clear tape over that. That holds the screws in, so when I stick this inside the bag, the screws don't fall out. It'll make it a lot faster for you. Number 2, put these through the plate before you mount anything. That'll go a lot faster for you. Couple of tips. I'm not telling you why I know that, but I'm just telling you those are good tips. Okay, all done. Second bag is always easier, right? You know what you're doing, you know, it just always goes faster. So I'll bet the second bag didn't take me 20 minutes. Taking the old one off, put those bolts away, use new bolts. Again, that tip of putting the tape across the front of the bracket to hold the bolts in, that helped a bunch. And then a 7/32 drill bit I use to tap the bags out. And then I think what I'll do is my couple little holes, I think I'll just put some RTV and fill them, and I'll be good as new. So a couple things that I think I'm really gonna enjoy is how clean the bike looks with no bags. So there's no brackets, it just looks like I don't have bags. And that's super clean, it's gonna be easy to work on and easy to wash. And then these are super simple. One thing that I noticed, number 1, I didn't find any directions anywhere. I watched their video that they put out, because I watched all those videos a couple days ago, and that gave me a general idea how it went, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to reuse any of those brackets or not, and I didn't. So if you haven't watched the Lone Rider video on the install, you might watch theirs. Theirs is probably better than mine, but I don't remember them showing me I had to drill out a hole in the bag, so there's that. The other thing, this bag has a nice little Lone Rider carrying handle. This bag has nothing. So I'm gonna look through my box again, but I don't see anything. So I'll hit them up and ask if I'm supposed to have a handle on both sides. I'm gonna go ahead and lock them on there. You get 2 sets of keys, so yeah. Clear packing tape across those. Put those in before you mount the bag. These are okay, and the top ones are okay, but put the bottom ones in first. That made a big difference. So let's stick them on real quick and take a look. Okay, they come pre-set for, I believe, the BMW. Maybe if you tell them what racks you're using, maybe they preset them. I'm not sure, but mine went straight on with no adjustments. From the top, there's your little keyhole, so kind of easy to get to, no big deal. This one much easier to get to because of the gap. Again, I really like the handle. I wonder if I'm supposed to have one for this side. Not a deal breaker if I didn't, but I feel like I should. There's holes for them. I don't know. So I'll look, but probably a 30-35 minute install and super clean when you take them off. So I think that wraps it up. Super excited about those. I watched a video not too long ago where they compared the Moscow Moto bags and these bags, and they kept saying, but the Moscow Moto bags I can take out, or I can take off and take them in the hotel. Well, I get it. But if this is all dirty and muddy, why would you take all that in anyway? These things are designed with a waterproof bag inside, and you just take it out. Why would you take that big bulky bag when you would just take the... Anyway, now I can go to the Moscow Moto Lone Rider haters and say, I can take mine off too. So again, been waiting on them for a while. I think they're really cool and super sturdy, and it'll be easy to take them off when I wash my bike. All right. Hope you got something out of the video. If you have already, please like and subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you'll be notified when you get the next video. All right. Thanks. Great day and be safe.